Hey, all you zealots and zerglings, it's time for another clash against the Titans on our favorite Titan map, Megaton. We have our usual Titan suspects, myself as the purple zerg, and my Titan in arms, Contrarian, as the green zerg, our challengers in this matchup. Bocephus as the yellow zerg, Dunamai as the blue zerg. And finally, Spartan, who's feeling awful lonely as the pink Terran, but probably awful happy that out of all the players in this game, he's the one that is not Zerg. And keep in mind that as in all these Titan matchups, the challengers are at an 80% hit point disadvantage on all units and buildings, but all units do still do full damage, just don't have full hit points. But we have a lot of Zerg right here. What are we going to be seeing? Are we going to be seeing some crazy Ling Baneling? Are we going to be seeing just a bunch of roaches and maybe infestors? Is everyone going to rush to Muta? Is everyone going to rush Broodlords? Maybe one of each. Let's just have one of everything. And as usual, Overlord scouting all over the map, which is actually going to be an advantage to the challengers, because if you park an Overlord next to this one, we just run some Marines over here and snipe it. But, you know, it's going to be a lot longer before the Zerg have any sort of anti-air. Let me get that production down right now. We do have a couple of spawning pools on the way. It looks like I'm going for my gas first. Probably 14 gas into a 14 pool. Pretty standard Zerg opening. I do need to get those drones over there so that I will be able to afford that metabolic boost upon spawning pool completion. Looks like Dunamai is going to try for the early expand right now. Now we have learned that map control is important in this matchup, which could be why we are seeing some early pools out of the Titans instead of early expands, to get some faster lings out, some faster speedlings, and maybe get out there on that map, try to deny expansions. Although we do already have an expansion going down here for Bocephus as well as Dunamai, so the Zergs are already well on their way to expanding on the challenger side. And we have Spartan trying to wall off here, which, he's going to have a hard time finishing off that last bit. Will he be able to fit a building in there around the creep is the question. Although, does he really need to close that door? Well, considering we could have speedlings out here very soon, my answer would be yes, you might want to close that door. But the Zergling speed is on the way for me. So that's why 1414 is a good build, because you generally are able to mine enough gas to start that speed right when the pool is done. Yes, I have pulled 2 drones back off the gas, which is kind of like what I like to do. Dump a little bit more into my minerals for a bit before going back on gas again, although I think I stay off gas a little bit too long. I need to put my drones back in there a little bit sooner. Sometimes I wait till layer tech. That might be too long. So I will be the first one to speedlings. I'm the only one that started speed, and it's already half done. Gonna check this. There's really not much of a chance there's gonna be expansion here that early. That is a pretty risky expansion choice. Oh, this one is ripe for the taking. Am I gonna scout that? No, I'm gonna run right up into here. Speed should be done very soon. I don't see anyone else with Zerglings coming out yet. Looks like Contrarian is getting out roaches, and Bocephus is getting a roach worm. Oh no, he does have some lings out. And am I gonna? Yeah, I'm just gonna pull it out of there. Do a couple little pokes, and then we're done. That's it. And speed will be done here in just mere seconds, and once that happens, I will have a huge advantage in this matchup, because I can end the engagement whenever I want, but he has to take it because I can run him down anywhere. There's the speed. I'm going to run in there, try to get a few pokes, and we are going to finish off those Zerglings. Oh, didn't quite finish that Zergling off. There we go, and still 2 lings did survive. And I don't know if that's the best engagement, but it's gonna scare him a little bit. He's going to be making lings right here. He's not going to be making workers, and we check the income right now. Looks like Dunamai, though, he's really pumped the macro, but as the first one to expand, he kind of have to. And the Titans are just behind them. Can we get some more drones out? It looks like no, I'm going for some more lings. Contrarian's going for some more roaches. And we are going to both take this opportunity to expand to the back of our bases. They are nice and safe and sound for quite some time. And oh, looks like Dunamai is going to be getting that Baneling nest up. Where is that thing? Nope, that's the spine. There's the Baneling nest. He knows the threat of lings is all present. He's going to counter that with Banelings. A pretty good counter. Although remember, lings can outrun Banelings, so if you can't block them off, they could just run around, do a little bit of damage, and then run away before you get anywhere near them. So that is something of which you have to be aware. Spartan right now, well, there's not much going on back here. All his production's up here in the front where, oh, he did manage to tuck a building in there. Managed to get that add-on to just squeeze in there, and it looks like he's going to be getting some Marauders out, which will be good against Contrarian's Roaches. And getting that +1 upgrade. Nothing using this factory for yet. Oh, no, he's getting a starport now, so that's going to be just for the starport, which would be pretty standard. You need that building to get the starport. And I got some Lings sitting here for some reason. I don't know, maybe scouting for a new expansion. Oh, I'm sending Queen out there to do a little bit of creeping. How many queens do I have? Do I have an abundance of queens? I only got 3, but I got a macro hatch going here, so... Oh, and I got another queen on the way. So that queen's probably going to be for this hatchery, and this one's probably going to be a designated creeper. I could run up here and have her inject, and then just run this queen out to make creep tumors. It would probably be better. And still poking around with those Lings. See, no one's going to try to steal our gold, so we're all safe there. +1 armor is on the way. Bocephus just now getting his Zergling speed up. I don't think Dunamai has his Zergling speed yet. He does not. Forgot his... No, he does have the speed. He does have the speed. No, that's the creep bonus. That is the creep bonus there, that plus there. Yeah, he does not have the speed yet. And Contrarian looks like he poked around a bit. Didn't really look like he saw anything of use. Not much going on here. And, oh, Dunamai losing some overlords? What did he lose an overlord to? We have no heir except queens. Did he fly an overlord into a queen? Has to be the case. How else could he have lost overlords unless they decided to shoot him themselves? I'm confused. And so he's getting that Baneling speed, but he's also going to be getting that Spire up. And Contrarian going to be that first one to get up that 3rd base. I should be following suit. I definitely am going to need another base. And it looks like I got some money to burn to, and a ton of drones. Oh, send some of those drones back here, why don't you? There we go. Wow, that was a bit imbalanced. There we go. Getting those queens up for the injects. Going to be throwing down some Evo chamber action there. Getting that creep spread going with my dedicated creeper. She's ready to throw down another tumor, though. So get on that. Sending up more speedlings to scout. Going to grab that watchtower. Watch this flank. Nothing going on there just yet. And it looks like we got Spartan's building another command center. Really odd. He's building about as far away from any expansion as possible. So I'm not sure what the point is of building that right here at this point in time. And oh, we're getting a double spire. That probably means we're going to be seeing some Broodlords, because there's usually no reason to get double upgrades for just Mutalisks or Corruptors, but it's been known to happen. Those Lings are still poking around. No one taking this expansion yet. This expansion has just started. Looks like I've run into here. Whoa, back up. Looks like I had a bit of a Baneling problem. Come on, guys. Where are they? Wow, their Banelings are so fast that jump back once and you know what the sad thing is? I actually remember this now. I saw those Banelings. I tried to turn around, and for some reason, I don't know if there was latency or what. I seriously tried to turn around, and they just didn't. Not in time, as you can plainly see there. I don't know what happened there, but I saw those Banelings coming, and for some reason, my Lings decided not to take orders for a moment there. Oh, that was terrible. So good on Dunamai. He responded. He brought those Banelings up because he saw me moving out across the creep or sitting under this Overlord. But, well, now we got, Contrarian is going to be poking at this hatchery. It is going to be forced to be canceled. That drone is not going to survive. And Banelings are not going to be much good against this. Although we do have Mutalisks coming out here for Bocephus right now. And they're going to try to bring all these things. There's some Bocephus with some Roaches of his own, who do have an upgrade up advantage. And it looks like they are going to clean this up. Although this Maverick Roach here is like, I will single-handedly take on this Queen and then get distracted and die. Oh, no, and he's going to bring in some reinforcements. At this point, I think he's kind of throwing units away. He does not have enough to really commit to this right now. And now we're going to get some Zerg speed out of Dunamai, and he's going to get Mutalisks out of his own. So we kind of got a Mutaling Roach thing kind of going here for opponents. And it looks like Hydralis then coming out from Contrarian, and I'm getting my... Oh, get back here. Am I just getting my lair up? Please don't tell me I'm just getting my lair. I am just getting my lair. I am stuck on hatchery tech, and I have a lot of Zerglings. A little late on the upgrades, too, but I will have the 1-1 soon, and when that lair finishes, I should start the 2-2, hopefully as quickly as possible. And, oh, the Mutalisks have found me. I'm going to have to abandon that watchtower to the Mutalisks. Going to be taking a third base of my own. Spartan's finally going to get that command center out somewhere useful. And those mules are going to poke around. They're probably going to find this Overlord. Nope, they are going to find this expansion. Kind of lucky for me they found it now because, oh, no, they're actually going to leave it. And I'm going to let it finish. And that's okay. And, oh, looks like I did have some spores ready for this. Some spores and a couple extra queens, too. Did I pull in my Creeper Queen? I think I did. I must have seen those mules coming. Oh, yeah, well, obviously, they hit my Zerling as the watchtower. So I pulled back, got some queens out, and threw up some spores. So I am snug as a bug. But Contrarian, not as lucky. But fortunately, roaches take a little while to kill with just a couple of mules. But that Overlord is not going to make it. Doesn't have the movement speed, though. Didn't help him. Still died. And Hydralisks are coming out now. Their range upgrade is just finishing now. And we have Corruptors coming out for Dunamai. Where is that Greater Spire? He has not yet started. His hive is done, but he's not started that Greater Spire. He needs to get on that right away. Because he does love him some Broodlords. Oh, thought we had an engagement here, but nope. Just these guys are just hanging out. Roachling, Marauder, Marine, Medevac. You know, the usual thing. And these mules are still poking around, but they gotta be careful. There are Hydralisks out there. Oh, he doesn't want to engage off the creep because the Hydralisks will not be able to keep up. But he's ready in case these mules come in, and they're gonna poke around here. Spot a couple of additional Overlords. Oh, Contrarian's gonna have to rebuild those. He's got 4 buildings, so that will help make up for that really quick. But he might want to start making some more. But he's going Roach Hydra, and that really eats up the supply pretty quick. And it looks like I still got my Lings kind of poking around here. Oh, we got an Overseer now. Kind of sitting here, not really anywhere that useful. And, oh, looks like we did lose a couple of Mutalisks. Oh, looks like those were Bocephus' Mutalisks. Oh, yeah, Bocephus was like, oh, I found myself a juicy Overlord. And they will get the Overlord, but, oh, he's going to lose some Mutalisks there. I don't know if that was an even exchange. Overlord's 100 minerals. Mutalisks, 100 minerals, 100 gas. And Bocephus is going to be trying to take this gold expansion, but my Lings are on the prowl. And the 2-2 is almost done. As soon as that finishes, they're going to be pretty powerful. Looks like I'm going to get some Banelings of my own and a lot of workers. And looks like looks like I'm getting the Pathogen Glands, so I'm going to be getting out some Infestor Tech, it looks like. But we got Adrenal Glands coming here for Dunamai, so he's going to have Cracklings here very soon. And 18 Lings are on the way. And oh, the Mules have found my juicy Ling pile. And, oh, there's no time to engage that now, so I'm just going to have to pull back to the safety of those Hydralisks. Run under the skirts of the Hydras. But it doesn't look like, yeah, it doesn't look like Dunamai wants anything to do with that. Or are those? No, those are Bocephus's. Infestors are on the way. Let's check the incomes right now. Looks like I've really been working on my income count, and I've got a healthy 72. Dunamai's got as many workers, but he must not have them saturated probably. Oh yeah, he's got a lot of excess of drones over here. Meanwhile, my main, I still got quite a bit here, so it looks like I've balanced out my my drones a lot better. But oh, it looks like this base has got a little bit of an issue right now. The Queens are going to come out and try to defend. Going to throw them down to Transfuse. Can I get another Transfuse? Can I get another Transfuse? And it looks like they did manage to get a Muse, but one Queen is going to go down. But all we've really done is soften those up, and I'm going to have to run those drones out of there. But then here come the Hydras. He's going to have to run pretty quick to get away from them. No, don't turn that way. Don't turn that way. Oh, I think it would have been better if he trapped himself in that corner because there's a lot of room back there to move, and he did not have to lose those Mutalisks. And, ooh, then Infestors coming out, too. Definitely got to be careful. 12 more Infestors on the way, and Burrow is finishing up now. And the creep, my creep is basically insane right now. Look at all these active creep tumors I have. I could spread them in any direction. This is all my creep. This is all me. But, I mean, we got 3 Zergs here. So, which Zerg is not pulling their weight creep-wise? Well, Bocephus doesn't look like he's playing a tumor all game. And Contrarian's pretty much stopped at his border. He's like, creep the frontier? Oh, I don't know. That sounds like a bit of a bother, don't you think? Nah. He's going to take this expansion. Kind of find this hasn't been taken yet. Since it's so close to this, it's usually a good expansion to take. And Dunamai is going to be taking this expansion. So we're running out of bases. It looks like other than this one, it's just the golds left that have been untapped. And oh, it looks like I have found myself a juicy little overseer here, but he's going to try to get out of there. Oh, he does manage to get out a Zergling, or a Changeling, and I'm like, dude, I saw that. No, I saw that. And the Infestor's like, okay, I'm done. You guys just sit there and die. He does have +1 of those mules. Oh, yeah, there's the Greater Spire finally, and +2 coming on the way. I felt he could have gotten those Broodlords out a lot sooner, though. Where are those Corruptors? Just see. Oh, there we go. There's 3 Broodlords on the way. Somewhere. Oh, he even got those Banelings. What kind of upgrades do those things have? +2, which means they're doing 43 damage to light. Not so good for my laying army. And I'm still getting out more workers. How many workers do I have now? Income, 96 workers. I think I have enough workers now. I honestly think that is enough. And I've decided it's time to take that gold. I need money. Well, I actually am floating a lot of money. I'm not maxed out yet. I'm not sure why I'm not maxed out. It would be all too easy for me to max out, and I don't seem to be waiting on any particular tech. And we got an engagement here. Contrarian's getting out some Infestors of his own. I don't see any Fungals. He's going to throw on some Infestarians, but I really think Fungals would be a better choice right here. He's losing a lot of Infestors when he could be throwing out a lot of Fungals. Yeah, and they're just going to try to run away from what Infestarians actually survived that engagement. And he is going to force them back, and oh, my Lings were a little bit late to the party. But it looks like we are going to be pressing for it, and there's a lot of Lings there. Can we get them? Well, they don't really have, Infestors don't really have any energy now. But I think they're okay. Well, no, they're going to run right into those Marauders and die. And it looks like my Lings are not enough against these 1-2 Roaches. I think I've lost a lot of Lings. And I'm getting the 3-3 plus the Crackling upgrade. And with these Hydralisks, plus 2-2 Hydralisks, he is going to do a lot to thin out this army, but in the end, we kind of lost everything, and that is not good. And here come the Banelings. They were a little late to the party. The Lings are already dead. In fact, everything's dead. I'm going to be rebuilding 54 Lings. That's not really a lot in this stage. And do I have any other tech whatsoever? Really? Oh, okay, I got some Infestors over here, kind of guarding the flanks, but there's not really anything over on this side of the map. The Broodlords are pushing out, but there's no gold over here, so this is not really the best direction for them to go. We'll have to see. And we got 3-3 upgrades coming here for Contrarian's army, and the Broodlords have arrived. We don't really have much against this right now. I mean, the Hydralisks will do okay, but they have to get close to the Broodlords first, which means they got to wade through a sea of Broodlings. And unless he's going to try to, you know, burrow and then pop up underneath them, which may not be a bad strategy against Broodlords. If you're not paying attention, there are no detectors with this army. And what is this? Oh, it's just a bunch of Lings. And apparently they've spotted my ever-encroaching creep. That is just ridiculous. This is ridiculous creep spread. And I can barely spread it anymore because I'm in their territory, and they'll probably spot most anything that I try to spread. And throwing up the Ultralis Cavalry. Looks like we can get some Banelings of my own. Oh, he's got a detector here. Oh, here go all my creep tumors. Those Banelings can't come soon enough. And it looks like Bocephus is going to be taking this gold now, getting awful bold. And here come my Banelings. Is he paying attention? I don't think he is. There's nothing to stop these Banelings. Oh, no. Oh, no. He's going to run them away at the last minute. And I'm not really sure. Oh. Siege Tank's going to take the rest of those out. So, not really the best engagement with those Banelings, but it did make him think. You mess with my creep tumors, that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen to you. And double Spire now coming for Contrarian. Is he going to be going for Broodlords now? It does look like he may have spotted the Broodlord problem coming, and did he take some damage from that? He might have taken some damage. He's going to pull way back. Oh, this is going to be dangerous. And oh, those Hydralisks are right in front, which means those Banelings are going to clean them up pretty quick. Hydralisks are a light unit, which means the Banelings do bonus damage against them. And then with all these Broodlings, only 1-2 upgrades, but he does have +2 on the air attack, so he's got to retreat out of there. And he's going to be, oh no, that's actually Dunamized Corruptors. And I'm getting a Spire of my own for some reason, even though I'm making 7 Ultras and getting Chitinous Plating. I guess I didn't realize that Contrarian was going for Spire Tech as well. Although he's still making a lot of Hydralisks. And they're really encroaching on this side of the map. Are we going to have enough to take them on? I don't know. It looks like, oh, all these hatcheries are about ready to go down. What are we going to do about that? Bocephus 2-2 upgrades, 3-3. So he'll be able to clean out these roaches pretty well until all these other forces show up. And then I don't know what's going to happen. But meanwhile, we've got my Lings going here, counterattacking. And all their forces are focused up on the north. They don't really have much against this right now. But will it make any difference if this turns into a huge base race? And here come the Ultralists. Fully upgraded Ultralists are a scary thing. Oh, we're getting some fungals on those. And it looks like he did have enough Hydralisks to clean this out. And here come the Broodlords. Where were those before? They really needed to get those out before. But now, yeah, you cannot be focusing on the Broodlings. You gotta get up in the face of those Broodlords. And he is trying to focus them down. Another one goes down. There's only 2 left. 1 left. And I think if we can get the Broodlords down, we should be able to make enough to counter this. But 1 Broodlord does survive. Although he doesn't. Oh, those are Dunamized Corruptors. What are they doing up there? Oh, great. My Ling's going to start fighting Broodlings now. That can't be good. The Queen really needs to be attacking that. And that Brood's going to go down. We should be able to clean this up. But in the meanwhile, here come the Ultralisks. And I've actually got Lings that's big. I sniped the Greater Spire. Actually, I sent these in to snipe the Greater Spire and left him. And they survived way longer than I expected them to. Oh, but they're fighting Broodlings. That is not what you want. Guys, just forget the Broodlings. Just forget them. Go, forget the Broodlings. Forget the Broodlings. No. Fine, don't forget the Broodlings. Whatever. There we go. Now we're going to get them to attack something sort of useful, like some of these idiots in the back. Do I still have Lings alive? I did finally kill off those Lings. I was just amazed at how long those Lings lasted. And the Ultralists really didn't do anything, but just acted like morons. We got a big engagement over here. It looks like it's pretty much Roach. A couple of Hydras and Mutos are mixed in there, but it's basically just a Roach battle, which could go to the best upgrades, which both of them have good upgrades. So it's pretty much who's got the biggest numbers at this point. It looks like that was Bocephus. Contrarian's going to pull back. He's going to burrow. Unfortunately, the Hydras are going to be left behind because they do not have burrow movement. Oh, they'll pop up a little bit later and they'll just fine. Just fine. Now we got Spartan pushing over here. It looks like someone's trying to take this. Oh, I think I was going to try to take that base, and I saw Spartan over here when I made these creep tumors, and I'm like, oh, I should not try to build a base there then, should I? What I should do is try to take that base out. But what am I doing right now? Apparently I'm making a bunch of spine crawlers. Oh, there we go. I got some more Lings. That would be like, hey there, buddy. How about you not put a base there? Just my own personal thoughts. Not a very good surround out, and with these Broodlords coming in, I'm probably not going to be able to prevent this base from starting. Oh man, I just plant a couple of creep tumors though to prevent him from, putting anything useful down. But he's going to try to morph that into a planetary, and I'm attacking Broodlings again. That's spectacular. And where do those Lings go? Those Lings are like, okay, fine, I'm just going to run straight into your base. He did manage to get another Greater Spire up, and I am going to focus that down, it looks like. Meanwhile, it looks like he's going to get ready to attack here. Pretty strong front, and he can see this. He's got Overseers right there. He can see this massive spine front, so a ground assault would be suicidal. And I'm assuming he's complaining about the loss of his Greater Spire again. And these Lings are just doing a lot of damage. Maybe these are the Lings I was thinking about that I threw into his base and they just kept doing a ton of damage. But here come the Broodlords. He doesn't have that many of them, just 4, but 2 Queens are not going to be sufficient anti-air for that. But if I can focus one down, maybe, no, they're going to kill those pretty quick. Well, those Corruptors are kind of drifting off. I don't know what they're doing. If they're not careful, what are my Infestors doing? Why are my Infestors just sitting there taking damage? Okay, I ran them over there, apparently just have them, several of them get killed and then burrow. But instead of taking out those spines, he's like, let's chase down those Infestors. Maybe that's a better use of our time. And, oh, he's sniping my... he found my Overlord farm, and I am now way under supply and building a ton of Mutalisks. Which, not really good to be taking against the, Oh, there we go. There, now my Infestors are doing something. They're going to pop out some, Infested Terrans, and with that and the Mutalisks, they're really going to force these Broodlords out. And then he's going to fly his Corruptors right over my Infested Terrans! What are you doing? Your Corruptors are the best thing to stop all these Mutalisks, and you're letting them... get completely sniped by Infested Terrans. They're just about to die, so not really a good choice with his units there. But now I need a ton of Overlords. in order to get back up. And this base has managed to get established. It looks like he did force back those creep tumors all the way back to the grass line. But meanwhile, it looks like we had Contrarian pushing over here. I didn't even see what happened over here. Can we jump back and see what was going on over here? I mean, right now this base is fine. Actually, I think I went back way too far. I think this is a little bit closer. Yeah, because he was getting established over here. There we go. We're gonna rewatch this engagement from this side of the map now. Or is this the one where he? Is this engagement we already saw? Oh no, we didn't see this engagement already. And it looks like with all these Hydralisks now, Contrarian's probably gonna have the advantage here. Although all his roaches are not shooting, he might. Oh, and he's gonna lose that base. I forgot he took that. And yeah, and that's when that Greater Spire got sniped. As you can see, those little lings are still running around there. And that expansion is going to go down. So there was kind of two prongs. So while this Air Force over here was pushing, Contrarian was pushing in this direction, and without the Broodlords over here, they did not have enough. He's going to try to get up some spines, but I've said it right before. I'll say it again. When the enemy is at your front door, it is too late to build spine crawlers. He needed to build those when he was engaging up here, and these still probably wouldn't have been done in time, but it would have been a lot sooner. Instead, they're all going to get sniped. This base is going to go down. These Lings are still alive. It's actually going to get his pool now. And these Marines are going to go over here and stop that. Oh, he did not save. There's buildings burning down over here. He did not save those. He's not actually helping to stop these. This, I think, will finally clean it out. But after he's lost pretty much all of his tech. Does he have, what kind of tech does he have left? He has no tech left. All his spire, his pool, everything has been sniped. He cannot make anything right now. And meanwhile, what army he has is about to get obliterated by a Infested Terran Mutalisk combo. How often does that happen? So that's going to put Dunamite out of this pretty much. He's going to, I mean, he just has to rebuild a pool before he can do anything. At least he saved the lair, or the hive, so, I mean, he could technically get up to Broodlords a little faster. Well, not really, because he needs... Well, can he make a spire? Can he make a spire? Well, he can make a spire because he does have the hive tech, so he could get back to Broodlords pretty quick. And there's a plant over here for Spartan, but they cannot mass repair out this much damage. There's just too much going on right here, right now. And we got Spartan pushing up this front door, and Dunamite doesn't really have anything here. And I got a ton of Mutalisks now that they don't really have much anti... Okay, well, I got some Marines. Because they got quite a few Marines right here, and they are 3/3, so that will completely stop my Mutalisks dead. Won't save those Overseers, though. Pull back, pull back. Oh, is he going to bait? Oh, no, don't bait him into the spines. I'm pretty sure he's aware... He's got to be aware those spines are there, because Dunamite gave him sight before. But I can see over the grass, and he can't... Well, he can see over with the medevac, so he can actually... Well, he can see a little bit over the edge. But sniping that siege tank, not going to let him get a good position. Looks like he managed to get a pull up, but Spartan's it. That's it. Spartan's done. There's the GG. GG, I guess we just spent... We killed too much of Dunamite's tech. He couldn't do anything, and Spartan realizes that he had no money. He lost a base over there, and this one was about to get attacked. And oh, some good fungals on there, but Spartan, I think... Well, didn't Spartan leave? Oh, and he's going to run right into those spines. More fungals, more fungals. Another fungal, and this army is going to get cleaned up. One final fungal. And look, while these roaches are chasing Contrarian, I'm not sure why he's not just turning around and attacking. I guess he's a little bit at a disadvantage. The Hydralisks are his biggest advantage, and they're kind of taking the brunt of the damage right here. He might lose this engagement. Nope. Oh, no. I guess he's going to have it. The Hydralisks for the DPS difference. So the Titans are going to get this. They kind of forced it back, and there's the GG, and there's nothing to stop us from sniping this planetary. So I hope you enjoyed this game, this clash against the Titans, and have a day.